Hello, my name is Elaine Peling Chong, and today I'm going to demonstrate on how to implement both Bayes gradient descent and stochastic gradient descent for simple linear regression. So, gradient descent is to choose the parameter of a model in a way that minimizes some measure of error in the model. So, first, for Bayes gradient descent, we will first pick a random point. After that, we need to compute the gradient and take in this code we need to go through at every step and find the minimum inside, and then if take a small step in the same or opposite direction as a gradient, and then repeat with a new starting point. When the distance between the current point and the previous point like less than the tolerance, and it will stop how it goes. One of the problem for Bayes gradient descent is because in each gradient step we need to measure the error on the whole data set, and it will take very long time and can create overflow. So that's why we choose to use stochastic function gradient descent. It will it can like maximize by interaction. It first look at one data point at a time, and then it will first compute the gradient and take a step for only one data point at a time, and it's a cycle over the data repeat until it reach a stopping point. Okay, so the same thing is first we need to initialize guess and step size. After that, we need to choose like declare the variable like step size equals 0.001, and then our minimum v is none, or we can say it is a v, and then our minimum value is infinity. This flow like INF mean infinity. Like if we go 100 interaction with no improvement, then we stop the loop. If the value is less than the minimum value, we found a new minimum and it go back to original step state. Otherwise, if we are not improving, then we just shrinking the step size. The value for this one is the sum of the predictive error for each data point. So when the loop is quick, then we can find the stochastic gradient descent and get the intercept and the slope, and found the formula for the data. So if we want to use the stochastic gradient descent, the function we use is square error, and um, for the Bayes gradient descent, we use the sum of square error. So here show you the difference for that. So square error is just the for addition, in this case we use index just to select the point randomly and pick a starting point in order to avoid bounds, and we take the gradient step for each of the data point. Yeah. So I have shown you the difference between the Bayes gradient descent and stochastic gradient descent for simple linear regression and for multiple variable. Thanks for listening.